Hi, my name is Selina. Uh, uh, I'm going to talk about a finding on a topic why United States spend more money and have a lower quality of education. Uh, like the US spend more money on education than Canada, but has lower quality outcomes. Um, or we found some factors that contribute to the lower quality include inadequate funding for K to 12 education, a lack of accountability for student learning, and uh, disparities in funding between wealthy and poor schools. Um, because the US is more diverse, have a more diverse population than Canada, so that lead to a great range of learning needs and challenges. Uh, and we're gonna talk about the outcome from Canada program of international assessment. Uh, Canada consistently rank high in the program uh, on reading scale, and we think this scale is attributed to the quality of teaching, the curriculum, and the focus on early childhood education. Um, uh, al- Also, Canada education system is more equitable with fewer disparities between wealthy and poor school. Uh, Canada have a higher uh, complex, completion rate, um, and those factors that contribute to that Canada success include a more affordable, a higher education system, a stronger focus on vocational education, and a greater emphasis on skill-based learning. I'm going to talk about education outcome. The decentralized Canadian system versus centralized US system. The Canadian education system is more decentralized, with its province and territory having control over its own curriculum and standard. The US education system is more centralized, with federal and state government having more control over curriculum and standard. The Canadian system allows for greater flexibility and local control, while the US system prioritizes consistency and standardization. There is some difference in in curriculum and teaching strategy. The Canadian curriculum places a greater emphasis on creativity, problem solving, and critical thinking, while the American curriculum is more focused on memorization and standardized testing. Uh, Canadian teaching strategies tend to be more student-centered, while American teaching tend to be more lecture-based. The challenge and concern. Uh, Significant number of students lacking skill skill they need to succeed academically. In both country, Canada and the US, there are significant number of students who lack the skill need um, to succeed academically. Some factors that contribute to this include poverty, inadequate school funding, and a lack of access to high quality on early childhood education, like I said on the previous slide. Uh, there are also a widening of the gender gap and and the boys between boys and girls, but we tend to see is the boys who lack behind. The lagging behind in both Canada and the US. There is a widening gender gap in education with girls outperforming boys. Um, some factors that contribute to this include a lack of male role model in education and a focus on teaching method that may not be as effective for boys. Uh, Canadian teacher making more money than their counterpart American. Um, we see that Canadian teacher generally make more money than their American counterpart, and it's due to a number of factors, including a stronger union presence in Canada and a greater emphasis on valuing education as a profession. More requirement for Canadian teacher uh, to get a teaching certificate. That's what we observe. Um, uh, for a teacher to get teaching certificate in Canada, usually uh, they ask for them to complete a 4 years degree in education plus plus uh, internship teaching at an internship before getting their certificate. And in the United States, they only require 2 years of uh, 2 years education degree to be a teacher. Some solution to improve the education outcome, uh, and the first of all, it's important to understand the situation and address the problem. So the from some of the problem is school funding, the disparity in school funding. So the school need to be funded equally between poor and rich area need to get the more same funding. Uh, the access of early childhood education to all the students and the teachers need to get more support like training uh, and more a better pay and stuff. The implication of for policymaker, parents, and educator, all they need to work together uh, to address this issue. Um, and those issues, like I said, it's going to be funding equally um, and and uh, and a better curriculum. Need an improvement of education outcome. Uh, the main problem is the disparities in education level between the two, um, and providing more opportunity for when addressing the disparity, it will provide more opportunity for students to succeed academically on in both countries' resource poor. Thank you.